G'day friends, and welcome to our Sunday share. It's Vickywright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. I'm just going to try and fix this up. So each Sunday, Robbie from Creations in Paper and myself share a section of the annual catalogue, and July is all about Creativity Your Way. Now, I've been using the Unboundeed Beauty Suite collection, and Robbie has been playing with the Spotlight on Nature bundle. So I will have a link below to her blog or her YouTube channel. And I'll also have a link below to my blog where you'll be able to get more details. Okay, so I've got a kit prepped. We're going to have a bit of a, I'm into easy fun folds at the moment, so I thought it might be fun to play with a fun fold. And I think this one is called a corner tuck. I'm not too sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen them do landscape, but I thought we'd have a go at doing a portrait. Okay, so I'm just going to sort out all our bits and bobs and that. So we're using the Unboundeed Beauty DSP. Along with, we're not actually going to use the stamp set at all. We're going to play with a Simply Said stamp set, and we're going to turn it into a birthday card, I think. At this stage, we'll go for that. So these, I think these three go together. Oh, maybe they don't. Maybe these go together. Yep, so let's do this. Let's put this together first. So we've got our pieces. Now, I will have all the measurements in a tutorial, and it will be sent out to my subscribers, email subscribers, at the end of the month. So be sure to click on the link below to subscribe to my newsletter if you want the tutorial. Okay, and that will include measurements for A5 size letter and imperial, as well as letter size. Okay, so that's one section done. Now this one, we want these two stuck together. Which one will I use? Let's use that, because I don't really want to take it away from the front. So let's use this one. And this cardstock here is Berry Burst. I just love the pop that Berry Burst gives. It's just a bright, happy colour, I think. So that's done. So those two pieces are done. Then we've got all these pieces here. So what we're going to do now, I do apologise for the shadow. I'm doing this at night while I can, and I have got a bit of a shadow there. So we're going to put these two pieces together. Now you could use anything, any DSP or stamp set you have in your stash, and you could use either side of this DSP, okay? Doesn't have to be the same as what I've done. This is just to give you an idea. So, and I always use liquid glue because I just find it gives me a little bit of playroom. Yeah, so those are done. Then these three pieces are going to go together. So we'll stick this piece onto here, and again you could use either side, but we're going to use this side because we've used this side on that piece. So we'll use this side here, or the opposite of this side. Onto here, onto our berry burst. And then we'll put it onto the piece of basic white, hey? Now this card is also the card we'll be creating next week in our Create and Chat class next Friday. Okay, so that goes like that. And I'll have all the details below as well. You can get that this class via as a kit to go, and you will get two card kits of the one design. Okie dokie. So they're all done. We're going to leave these pieces for the moment. I think that's just a spare piece. We don't need that. We're going to leave these pieces for the moment because I want to try something. So we'll put them there. This is our base card. Oh, this is for our sentiment. I always grab extra because I'm not very good at stamping straight. So this is our base card, and what we're going to do is just burnish along that scored line, and it's thick basic white. Okay, just like that. Now hopefully all these pieces will come together. So this we want inside just like that. It's a pretty easy card, especially when you're not stamping, you're just letting the DSP do all the work for you, and that doesn't hurt sometimes. It's good to try and do things a little bit different. Now this piece is going to be where we write our wording, I suppose, or message. So we're going to put that on that side. We could have put another piece of basic white over the top of the DSP. I would probably do it just a small piece so that you're not covering up all your DSP, or you could have just used a bigger piece of basic white instead of the DSP. But I thought we'd keep it like that. So we're just going to stick this piece. Now you could have stamped on here if you wanted to, or added a piece of a DSP to match it in, but I decided to leave it blank this time. So that's done. So that's our inside. We're sort of doing this all back the front and upside down this tonight. Okay, so this is the front of our card, and I think we'll have it we'll do it that way. Okay, and we're gonna stick this down first. Okie dokie. just like that. And again, I'm using our liquid glue. I just about live on this stuff. Once you find something you're happy with, you sort of tend to stick to it. And then we're going to stick this piece to there like that. Okie dokie. But before I do that, I'm going to grab this piece of basic white. This is a square, and we're going to chop this in half. And we want this to be our tuck. Okay, now as I mentioned, I have always seen the landscaped corner tuck, but I have never seen the portrait. So, as the saying goes, it's a change is as good as a holiday. It's not quite, but yeah. So we're going to put this about here. Actually, what we might do, in fact, so that's going to stick there, and we want this to sort of tuck in there like that, okay? Just a little bit. I should have made that a little bit bigger, so let's make this a little bit bigger, eh? I want it to really tuck in. Might have to do our DSP again, but that's okay. What did I say? And we're going to chop this from corner to corner, diagonally, straight in half. And while we're here, I'm going to add a little bit of berry burst as well. So just bear with me and I'll grab a piece of berry burst. I can find a piece. So what's that measure? 2. Okay, let's give that a whirl, eh? We'll cut this straight in half diagonally. See how this goes, eh? So we want these two pieces to be together like that, with a nice even border around it, because we want it to match up like the front of our card, and it does, so I'm happy about that. Then we want this to sort of tuck in a little bit, just like that. So we're going to stick this down. I'll leave that sitting there. Now I'm not going to pop this up. If I was going to pop this up, I would pop this corner tuck up, but I'm going to stick this flat. Oh hell. Did you see what I just did then? Let's grab another piece of basic white. I think that measures 2.5, I think. Let's see. That's not wide enough. Just bear with me. If you haven't cottoned on to what I've just done, I have actually applied glue all over it, and I only wanted it down one side. So we're just going to stick this smack bang on the back of it. Look at that, spot on. so that we can hide our glue. And this time, if I had to put that on, it would have stuck down this side as well. So I'll just put that there like that. And we want to tuck that under just like that. Okay, so I'm just going to eyeball this and I'm going to put it down one side. There's always ways to cover things up. So I want it sort of so that it's covering. I've done it the wrong again, haven't I? You know what, don't worry about that. But I've done it wrong again and I'm not redoing it. Okay, I just want to make sure this is straight. We'll have to redo that, revisit that again. I've done it all wrong again. I could have popped this up, but it doesn't matter. So we'll just do that like that. And we're going to do a happy birthday now. God, I'm snaky with myself there. Never mind. We'll just save that for another time. Now, what am I doing? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And I'm thinking we might put something up here too. Now that we're not doing that. I can't believe I've done that. Okay. And we're going to stamp our happy birthday in berry burst too. So we're really laying on the berry burst. Now I always stamp off onto scrap paper first, just so I know that it's nice and straight. So just bear with me. It may go out of eyesight for a little bit. And I'm just going to stamp that smack bang there. And I'm going to trim a little bit off the top. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And we'll just trim a little bit along the top. Because sometimes I just feel you don't need it as wide. And that should be okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we'll just cut this off just on a slight angle on both sides, eh? Just like that. And I'm thinking I might just go along the top. I need new blades actually. And what we're going to do is stick this right about here, eh? But before we do that, let's grab our stamp set. And I'm hoping I do. This one. Okay, that die, that big die there. I have a bag full of shapes that I haven't used, and I just keep them all in a sealed bag, sealed top bag, and I put them in with my die, my stamp set. Okay, and I would like that probably just like that. And it'll take away that blank look, I think. So let's go with that. Probably would have been better off with a probably berry burst, but I'm not going to die cut another one. So we'll just go with this. And we might add a bit of green to it. So I'm just going to randomly add little bits of glue and leaving the top hang loose. Okay, just like that. We're going to pop this up. Yeah, that would have been better off in berry burst, because it's sort of getting a little bit lost, but we'll try and fix that up in a minute. Excuse me. Okay. And we're just going to stick this about here, hey? Make sure our card's nice and straight. Just like that. Then I think we've got some die cut flowers already. I'm hoping, yep, we do. Maybe not. There's Shy Shamrock, and that is Summer Splash. So let's see how many of each we've got, and we'll just go from there. This is done with the dies, the little daisy dies from the dies. The small one and then the larger one. Okay, and again I just throw them all in together. It's good because I haven't used them, I don't have to do anything. So we'll just shove all that to the side, and I'm thinking we might use the darker ones, that Shy Shamrock, eh? Yeah, let's go with that. So we might pop these up with a mini. And this hopefully will give it a little bit of oomph. I keep looking at that cardstock I've cut in half and keep kicking myself, but you know what, we'll just deal with that maybe next week. There you go. We'll just do these little, push these little petals up. And I think we will throw in some of the resin dots. These are part of the suite, and they've got all the in colours. And I'm thinking let's throw in a little bit of is that peach pie? What's it called? My mind's gone blank. Yeah, peach pie. Peach pie. And we'll put these in the middle, eh? bit too big. One, two, and three. And that brings that little bit of peach pie in the background to the foreground. And that is our card for tonight. It's not what we started out to do, but I quite like it now. And, oh, that's fallen off. I'll have to fix that up. Oh, no. I'm not keen on those. I might change them to clear rhinestones, I think. And that is our card for tonight. Open it up. As I said, what you could also do too, if you wanted to, you could throw a couple of flowers on here to take away that blank look. And I may do that as well. Or a couple of leaves or something. I think that's what I'll do too. Yep, let's do that now, eh? This is really on the fly, isn't it? Put that there. And then we can put these inside. I'll just leave that there because I can't remember where I put them. Because I don't want to see them, yep, from the outside. Oops. That's it. There you go. And I'll put clear rhinestones on these as well. And as I said, that's our card, so we'll leave that for the moment. I won't change it anymore. And we'll leave that corner tuck for next week. Okay, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to click on the link below to visit Robbie to see what she has created. Okay, thanks a lot. Enjoy your week. See ya. Hooray.